In the news, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu inaugurates 45 Minister-Designate in Aso Villa. Governor Bello advises citizens to embrace unity, the rider to achieve progress and uplift the state and its people. Ecuadorians vote amidst bloody election campaign without clear winner. In sports, Spain crowned world champion in the 2023 Women's World Cup. This is the MLC TV Global News reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Jennifer Udimayo. The newly appointed ministers are sworn in by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Monday at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. The new ministers were sworn in batches of 5, after which a photograph was taken with the president. Prior to the swearing in, each of the designate citations was read by Ajuri Ungelale, Special Advisor to President on Media and Publicity. The event took place a day after President Tinubu announced the reshuffling and resigning of ministerial portfolios. In the president's speech, thanks all and charged the new sworn-in ministers to oblige with the constitution of the country. He reminded the ministers that they are ministers of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and not minister of religion or certain part of ethnicity. The president also said delivery and accountability is the key which the people demand from all. He said that their assignment is with immediate effect. He congratulated all the new ministers and they all must work to meet the expectations of Nigerians. President Bola Tinubu has approved the reassignment of portfolios to some of the ministers-designate. This was contained in a statement on Sunday by the Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Ajuri Ungelale. According to the statement, Abubakar Momo was redeployed from the Federal Ministry of Youth to the Ministry of Niger Delta Development, while Adegboyega Oyetola was redeployed as the Minister of Marine and Blue Economy. Ajuri, however, noted that the Federal Ministry of Youth would be reassigned to a minister-designate soon. Bumi Tunji Ojo and Saidu Alkali was redeployed as the Minister of Interior and Minister of Transportation, respectively. In a new development, both ministers of state in the oil and gas sectors have been domiciled in the Federal Ministry of Petroleum Resources. On these notes, Heniken Lakbobiri has been assigned the portfolio of Minister of State Oil Petroleum Resources, while Ekperikpe Ekpo was named the Minister of State Gas Petroleum Resources. The President has approved the renaming of the Federal Ministry of Environment and Ecological Management as the Federal Ministry of Environment. All aforementioned changes take immediate effect by this directive of the President. Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello attended the burial ceremony of the father of former Kogi State Senator Atai Aidoko, late Chief Ali OKWOLI, at the Ubamaka Iga in Olamaboro local government area of the state. Governor Bello described the late politician as a man who lived a fulfilled life in all areas. He called on the people to emulate the good characters of late OKWOLI that have separated him among many to be celebrated in his lifetime and death. Governor Bello advised the people also to embrace unity, which is the rider to achieve progress and uplift the state and its people. Our reporter Faith Abdul-Ghaffar tells us more.
The burial ceremony of late Ali OKWOLI, the father of a one-time senator representing Kogi East, Atai Idoku, was held at Ubamaka Ige Primary School, Olamaboro local government. Kogi Governor Bello was joined at the event by prominent sons and daughters of Igala land, former and serving members of the National Assembly, commissioners, and other top government functionaries. Governor Bello assured that the present administration will continue to ensure unity amongst the people in the state.
Under my leadership, and by the special grace of God, under the leadership of ODODO and Joel, we will continue to unite Kogi State. We will continue to unite Kogi State against the invaders who are coming to cut away our natural resources. I'm sure you know what is happening in our coal. You know what is happening in our timber. You know what they wanted to do by taking our iron ore and Ajaguta away. and I stopped them. Because it is high time the people enjoy what God has given to them.
He said abundant natural, mineral and human resources in the state should be properly tapped for the overall benefit of the people, while individual differences should be put aside.
We as a people, from central to the east to the west, we have something in common. We are all Kogites. And God has blessed this land with milk and honey, with several natural resources, with fertile land, with good weather, with well-educated and enlightened personalities. But if we allow mundane issues to divide us, we will never benefit from what God has given to us. It is outsiders, those who did not wish us well, that will come and be taking our resources away. And we will even be clapping for them. And all they will do is to continue to divide us, so that they will continue to take our common patrimony away. May God never allow them again.
Governor Bello described the late Ali OKWOLI as a man that lived an exceptional life worthy of emulation.
The whole Kogi state government is here, celebrating the life and time, and of course the departure of our revered father. May his soul continue to rest in peace. I will only urge the family, the community, the local government, the Igala Kingdom, and indeed the whole of Kogi State and humanity, to emulate all his good virtues. For him to have lived as a politician, accomplished businessman, a traditional ruler, a religious person, putting everyone together from his house to the community and across the country. We should all imbibe such qualities. And we must eschew bitterness. We must bury our differences, because people that are divided along this fault line will never make progress.
Son of the late OKWOLI, Senator Atai Idoku, expressed appreciation to the governor for attending the burial of his father, described it as a great honor that is not taken for granted.
Your Excellency, you have come to honor my late dad. You have not only honored my late dad, you have indeed honored the whole members and citizens of Ohimege local government. We appreciate you. Almighty God will reward you. I am not surprised. I just joined you, and I have heard a lot of reviews. I have heard so much about you. A lot of people have told me that if you are full, nobody will give somebody else to eat. I have just experienced it, and I can assure you, Your Excellency, that we shall be very, very loyal to you. My father said that my late father is a politician before he became a traditional ruler. He said that on earth, after God is government, and the representative of government in this state is Gov.Yahaya Bello. Your Excellency, you have come to this local government with government, and we know what is government. We have been part of government. I cannot take this for granted as long as I live.
The running mate to the All Progressives Congress APC governorship candidate, Joel Oyibo, and the immediate past chairman of the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, Onu Eduka, expressed great delight at the show of law by the governor, promised their support for the success of the forthcoming governorship election.
I am here on behalf of my own boss, my friend, that is in person of Alhaji Usman ODODO, whom by the grace of God, come 11/11/2023, will be declared the winner and the next governor of Kogi State. To appreciate His Excellency for this unique visit. This is a show that you love people of Igala land, not even Olamaboro alone.
Indeed, this is a clear demonstration of your love for our family, the family of the deceased, and a show of concern for Olamaboro people. His Excellency, you have been on course with Olamaboro people long before now. But crowning all the effort of it all is attending this today's occasion. Every son and daughter of Olamaboro local government indeed are happy for you to be here today. We will not take your visit for this burial today slightly.
This your visit will reciprocate it. This your visit will be dogged. We are very serious about our candidate and his deputy. And we will do all we can in this local government and Ankpa federal constituency. As we are aware, we have our work plan and we are going to execute it diligently. And by special grace of God, you will see results.
Ali OKWOLI died at the age of 83 and was buried on the 19th August 2023. I am Faith Abdulgafar reporting for MLC TV.
The Kogi State Nigerian Union of Journalists (NUJ) had its press week with loads of activities, and the end of the week was celebrated by all practicing journalists and Ministries of Information members of the union in a glamorous style. Part of the sensational event was award giving and book launch that will serve as a guide to mass communication students and young journalists globally. Faith Abdulgafar has a special report to narrate the event. Please, let's join her.
The state NUJ launched the book tagged Media Development in Kogi State 1991 to 2023, The Strides of Adeza Momojimo. According to the book reviewer, the former zonal director, FRCM Ibadan Zonal Station, Mohammed Bello, said it will serve as a reference point to journalists.
The book, for me, is a shining attempt by Kogi State Council of the NUJ to contribute towards promoting the journalism profession, highlighting the role being played by NUJ for the welfare of its members and ensuring the freedom of journalists to engage in their professional activities of informing, educating, entertaining, and mounting surveillance for public good. The effort is a reminder to all of us to tell our own stories and contribute to the growth of the profession. As it were, the NUJ Kogi State has told its own story. Adeza has told his story. The effort of Adeza and the Kogi State Council in immortalizing in print the history of the media and of NUJ in the state is exemplary.
The NUJ National President Chris Iziguzo praised the unwavering dedication and professionalism that defines the journalism profession in the state and congratulated the Kogi State Council. Iziguzo commended the Kogi NUJ for its commitment to promoting excellence, fostering growth, and upholding the highest standards of journalism, and described the launch of the book Media Development in Kogi State 1991 to 2023 as a remarkable literary endeavor. He applauded the administration of Adeza Momojimo, the chairman of the NUJ Kogi State Council, for his doggedness and leadership style of treating every issue within the council and the government professionally.
The launch of the book Media Development in Kogi State 1999 to 2023 clearly demonstrates the tireless work of Kogi State Council under his leadership to preserve our collective history, celebrate our achievements, and pave the way for a brighter future. This book is a treasure trove of insights, a chronicle of the transformation of media in Kogi State, and a tribute to the journalists who have dedicated their lives to serving the public.
On the forthcoming governorship election in the state, the NUJ national president cautioned journalists.
As Kogi State prepares for the forthcoming off-season election, which of course is very crucial, understanding the constitutional responsibility of the media in ensuring accountability, transparency in governance, in advocating the sum total of good governance, it becomes very, very necessary for us to go about our businesses not promoting primordial sentiments, not pandering to the whims and caprices of passion, emotion, and sentiments that are partisan. We must ensure that in our reportage, we promote the collective aspirations of the people of Kogi State.
Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello, represented by the Commissioner for Information and Communications, Kingsley Fanwo, commended the NUJ for their support to the present administration in the state, assured the union of the government to fulfill all promises made.
I'm interested in the history, and I'm interested in how this is going to impact on the practice of journalism in our dear state. We want to assure you that the state government will continue to promote professionalism and protect the rights and duties of journalists in the state. We will also ensure that the nexus between the need to be informed and the need to inform, the right to be informed and the right to inform, which created journalism, will continue to be advanced by the administration of Gov.Yahaya Bello.
Pan was said to build the capacity of journalists. The government has promised to sponsor some students at the International Institute of Journalism, annexed in the state. The rector of Kogi State Polytechnic, who was the chairman of the occasion, Associate Professor Usman Ogbo, appreciated the level of commitment the state journalists gave towards disseminating the news globally. Gave kudos to the chairmanship role of Adeza Momojimo for his good job.
NUJ, under your leadership, I must confess, and part of the reason why I accepted to share this session is because you have done very well. The NUJs have supported us in Kogi State Polytechnic, because when we came to Kogi State Polytechnic, every other person, I think one of the journalists came to us at a point and said that Kogi State Polytechnic was a glorified primary school. And I said, I didn't hear you very well. What I need to hear was glorified secondary school. He said, no, you heard me well, that it was glorified primary school. And by the grace of God, when we came on board, we put our strategies in place of repair, reform, and restorations of the lost glory of that polytechnic. And by the grace of God, what we have been able to do is telling the stories of that institution. We wouldn't have told the stories ourselves if not with the support of the Nigerian Union of Journalists. We appreciate you for your accurate reportage of what we are doing and for your censorship of what we are doing in that polytechnic. We will continue to partner with you and will continue to support you in whatever way I think we can.
It was a moment to recognize those who have made tremendous positive impacts in their communities. They were honored with various degrees of awards. Amongst the awardees is the traditional ruler of Ecuador, His Royal Majesty Anthony Bamigbaye Idowu, who expressed delight and assured his commitment at all times.
We cannot leave everything to government to do. We must give back to our community. And God has been helping us, and that's why today now our little effort has been recognized, both nationally and NUJ. And I thank you very much.
Other awardees also expressed their joy and readiness to do more.
I want to sincerely thank you for this recognition.
I want to dedicate this award to the entire team and staff of AYGF, and of course, to my parents, who gave me the opportunity to be who I am today. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
And I think they have used their professionalism to bring me out. I appreciate you.
Former Director General of the Kogi State Ministry of Information, Abdul Malik Abdul Karim, and other dignitaries also commended the NUJ chairman's activities in the state. The chairman of the Kogi State chapter of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, whose tenure remains only a few months to end, Adeza Momojimo, appreciated all members of the union across the state, said despite the challenges his leadership faced, he was able to remodel the NUJ clinic and secretariat, as well as attracted the establishment of a Jidda Economic Center from NITDA. Adeza therefore appreciated the government for all that his administration as the chairman has enjoyed, but asked for more even after his tenure.
Let me at this time to say that no matter how much value a leader places on justice, if the enablement is not provided, there is virtually nothing he can do to give justice a chance. We have been able, principally, to ensure justice in fairly sharing the council's welfare packages to every one of our members because of the good woman I always refer to as my sister from another mother. She's very popular with all working journalists in the state. She is Mrs. Oyeyemi Latifat Kolapo, who, as the media consultant to the executive governor of the state, His Excellency INAUGURATION Bello, has used her position to facilitate many welfare packages from the government to our members. And we thank the governor for heeding to her quality and professional media advice.
Those given awards are His Royal Majesty Anthony Idowu, the Olu Ade of Ekiri Ade, Dr. Aromu Salifu, CEO of African Youth Growth Foundation, Edward Jato, CEO of Jato FM. Others are Ahmed Abdullahi, Engineer Ida Dawu, and Anna Abraham, the Provost, Kogi State College of Nursing and Midwifery, Obangede. I am Faith Abdul-Ghaffar reporting for MLC TV.
We'll go on a short break now. We'll be right back.
Too bad. If you know you are built where you're not supposed to build, it will go down. It will go down. Be a minister of anywhere, be an ambassador. If you know you have developed where you're not supposed to develop, your house must go what? Down. Those who have taken over the green areas to build, sorry, our parks must come back. The green areas must...
Welcome back. On politics, the Ohimege Igwe of Kotonkarfi, His Royal Majesty Abdul Razak Issa Koto, has commended the leadership technical know-how of the Director General Kogi State Government House Administration, Shaibu Oricha, for successfully carrying all sundry in the state along to enjoy good plans of the Gov.Yahaya Bello. The Royal Majesty gave the commendation when the DG paid him a courtesy visit before proceeding to the commissioning ceremony of APC governorship candidate Usman Ahmed Ododo and Joel Oyibo's campaign council office in Kotonkarfi local government area of the state. The DG government house was accompanied by the APC party stalwarts and government appointees. Our reporter Faith Abdul-Ghaffar tells us more.
Before the commissioning was the visit to the traditional ruler of the community, the Ohimege Igwe Kotonkarfi, His Royal Majesty Abdul Razak Issa Koto, to pay homage. The DG Government House Administration, Oricha Shaibu, appreciated the monarch, described him as a visionary leader. Shaibu narrated his purpose for the visit.
I have seen your contribution in the state as far as traditional institution is concerned. I'm here today, Your Majesty, to commission the office complex for the campaign of our candidate, Alhaji Usman Ahmed as the next governor of this state, inshallah, come November 2023. I deem fit and I respect for traditional institution to pay you a royal visit to seek your blessing and your prayer.
His Royal Majesty, who was delighted to receive the DG with his entourage, commended the level of commitment and respect recorded the traditional institution through the office of the DG to make sure the people get closer to the government and that it has translated to enjoying the benefits of democracy.
I shall prove you. We have seen so much, but I don't want to say. You particularly have been an inspiration to traditional institutions, but others will not be. Particularly, you've done so much for us in the traditional council that it deserves a place. And that place will not only culminate, it will culminate into a traditional title.
On the coming election, His Royal Majesty Abdulrazak Issaku to bless the DG and the people on their mission. The Director General Government House Administration, Oricha, also moved to the local government secretariat where he met with the elected members and key appointees of the state government.
Kotonkarfi local government is the #1 local government before you call OKWOLI local government and the other local government from the sector. Because this is where we all emanated from, or originated from. So, Mr. Chairman, I want to salute you, the chairman of the party in this state, appreciate all of you, and all other stakeholders that are working together with the chairman to make things happen. We are not saying we don't recognize our past leaders. If time permits me, not today, I have a program that will visit all our former leaders. This morning I was coming, I said, when am I going to see the former SLG in that city? When am I going to see SARS? When am I going to see so many of them like that? So it's in my program before the election, I'm going to meet them and solicit for themselves. Because they have actually done their own best, during their own time.
He called for unity amongst the people, commended Kogi Kotonkarfi local government, who he said has never failed to deliver on the All Progressives Congress, and that the party leadership will still count on them to deliver again for ODODO in the November 11th polls. At the campaign office, the people of Kogi Kotonkarfi local government areas are assured of an improved infrastructure and social development when APC governorship candidate Usman ODODO wins.
You don't have your PVC, make sure you have. Get it and keep it safe. That day, November 11, 2023, we will bring the PVC out to deliver your candidate. It's all about slogan. It's all about saying APC, Jupiter clean. Kogi says, ODODO, how to make it to the ODODO is through your PVC. So there's ample opportunity now for you to get your PVC and not. Having said that, I want to appreciate the chairman of the local government and other stakeholders, especially the local government party chairman and all other officials of the party in this local government.
The campaign office was declared open amidst jubilations with side attractions by the APC, ODODO and JOS supporters.
Today being 17th of August 2023, I commissioned this office project to the glory of God and to the success of our great party.
The way and manner you have handled the local government to Kotonkarfi, in fact, is a very special one. You have demonstrated a lot of things. You have given our boys so many things. The president of the Oricha group in the local government here is making us proud in a very serious way. This is because you are giving him the enablement and you have actually brought it very close to you and they're doing the right thing here in the local government.
Oricha said the present administration of Gov.Yahaya Bello has done a lot to transform the state and to better the lives of the people, and to continue to do more. The APC governorship candidate Usman ODODO should be given all necessary support to win.
I want to ask, please, I want to ask that you give me the answer. Who are you going to vote 11 November 2024?
I am Faith Abdulgafar reporting for MLC TV.
The AVOYI team for ODODO has taken the power of PVC and kick against Thuggery sensitization to students of Federal University Lokoja. The students who converge in their 20s express readiness to vote for their chosen governorship candidate in the coming election scheduled to take place in November 2023. They warn politicians not to engage youth to cause trouble. Our reporter has more.
The atmosphere was charged with student enthusiasm and readiness to cast their vote for the APC governorship candidate Usman Ododo come November 11th. The student political network at Federal University Lokoja hailed the achievements of Gov.Yahaya Bello, particularly in education, health, security, and student welfare in state universities. The chairman of the union, Mohammed Amin, underlined that their endorsement of APC governorship candidate Usman Ododo and his running mate was fueled by Governor Bello's numerous accomplishments, adding that they are optimistic when Usman takes over the mantle of leadership, life would definitely improve.
If we are not able to come into one umbrella to endorse the best candidate that is fit for the job, irrespective of the religious belief, the tribe, I think kudos to Allah and Bello. What Bello have done, I want you guys to learn lesson from it. Some people are commissioners today, some people are chairman today. They never dream of becoming a local government councillor. I know somebody that he did not believe of being local government chairman, but he's not a commissioner today. But the problem is, when you are going to help me, who will you help? If at all he is greedy enough, he will not give you. Because there are people on the system already. He did not boycott them just because of his own personal interest. He feels that those people have been there for over a long time, let others taste. But today, some set of greedy people, they are there, they think they will not live there again. Inshallah, ta'ala, Mommy AVOYI say something just like I said, please, if you are a Christian, go to your religion tithe. If you are a Muslim, go to tithe. Let's support our candidate with prayer.
The convener of AVOYI team for ODODO, AVOYI Unwogu, who also serves as the SSA to the governor on electronic media, received accolades for her initiative in involving students. Addressing security concerns, the students appealed to the government to beam and extend security measures to off-campus areas such as Crusher and NMPC Felele, and equally presented a list of their requests. In response, the convener of AVOYI team for ODODO, AVOYI Unwogu, assured them of swift government intervention through the State Security Advisor's Office to bring under control security issues in the mentioned AVOYI, who advised them to get ready their PVCs as the only voting right to elect Usman Ododo, sternly warned against disunity and thuggery, asserting that Governor Bello, a youth leader, would not endorse any form of violence in the state.
I'm seeing future governors here. Future senators. Well, you have to prepare yourself now. You get a mentor to mentor you. Get somebody that knows more than you in political era to teach you. Please get your PVC ready. And if you want to transfer it to Kogi, please do. Please don't fight. What you want is don't fight for anybody. Don't carry gun for anybody. Nobody is encouraged to do that. For this present administration, Gov.Yahaya will not support that. He has said the students to make sure the era of strike ends in state universities. Now the state university students graduate every 4 years. That's how passionate he is to help. So he's passionate about you people, he cares for the youth, and he will continue to care for the youth.
The convener pledged government's rapid response to curb the error, any misbehavior, stating that Gov.Yahaya Bello aimed for the students to be good ambassadors of both the schools and the state in general.
When I hear people saying politicians are dirty, are evil, and this, I'll just tell you that if you refuse to participate, then the dirty ones will continue to reign. They will continue to rule. But when the good ones stand up, then the story changes, right? That is why we youths, we have to stand up. And thank God, you are younger than I, so this is the right time. Our governor was 40 years when he became the governor of Kogi State.
Other executive members of AVOYI team for ODODO offering live guidance included Halimat Issa, SSA to the governor in the office of the deputy governor's wife, Victor Aldo Ohinoi, the theme's PRO, Shaidu Muritala Anders, and Abubakar Lukman. The students hailed from various tribes in Kogi, totaling over 100, cutting across the 3 senatorial districts. Joy Moses reporting for MLC TV.
On the foreign scene, the Economic Community of West African States has rejected Niger Junta's 3-year power transition plan. ECOWAS Commission for Political Affairs, Peace and Security, Abdel Fattah Musa, stated this in an interview with the BBC on Sunday. It was reported that the head of the military junta in Niger Republic, General Abdurrahman Tiani, on Saturday said he would relinquish power within 3 years and warned that any intervention by foreign forces would not be a walk in the park. He stated in a televised address broadcast by Tele Sahel, "Our ambition is not to confiscate power. The transition period will not exceed 3 years. Meanwhile, political parties are urged to submit their vision for the transition within 30 days. But in the BBC interview, Musa said that Chiani's proposal was just a smoke screen for dialogue and diplomacy. He said ECOWAS is not accepting any prolonged transition again in the region. They just have to get ready to hand over in the shortest possible time. Meanwhile, pro-junta protesters on Sunday took to the streets of Niamey to reinstate their support for the military takeover of power in Niger Republic. The assassination of Fernando Villavicencio upended the final week of campaigning in Ecuador. All 8 candidates talked about the need for peace and security, and after an often bloody campaign, that was a message that Ecuadorians very much wanted to hear. After Villavicencio's death, a local politician was killed in the northern Esmeraldas province, and many feared more to come. Thankfully, Sunday's election passed off without incident, but no candidate had enough support to avoid a runoff. That brings yet more uncertainty as campaigning ramps up again ahead of October. Leftist candidate Luisa Gonzalez took 33% of the vote, pledging general social welfare programs. Her victory didn't come as a surprise. She was always the front runner. But the second place candidate was less expected. Young businessman Daniel Noboa won 24% of the votes after a good performance in the last debate. As Ecuadorians cast their votes on Sunday, was top of the agenda. This country is divided politically, but the search for peace and security unites Ecuadorians. And that will be at the heart of campaigning as the country heads to a second round. Let's join Jenna Malik for the sports update.
Hello and glad to have you on Sport Update on MLC TV Global News. Novak Djokovic needed 5 match points and nearly 4 hours to pull off a gritty victory over Carlos Alcaraz and claim a third ATP Cincinnati Open title on Sunday. A titanic struggle between the world top 2 players saw Djokovic, who looked out on his feet in the second set, saved a match point before coming through on his own 5th match point for a 5-7, 7-6, 9-7, 7-6, 7-4 trophy. It was another epic chapter to the bugging rivalry between 20-year-old top-ranked Alcaraz and 36-year-old self-star who avenged his loss to the Spaniard in the 5th set Wimbledon final last month. Women's category, American teenager Coco Gauff claimed the biggest title of her career with a straight set win. In the women's category, American teenager Coco Gauff claimed the biggest title of her career with a straight set win over Karolina Muchova in the Cincinnati Open final. Gauff followed up a shock win over top seed Iga Swiatek in the semi-final with a 6-3, 6-4 victory over her Czech opponent in Sunday's final. It is the 19-year-old fifth career title and her third of 2023 after wins in Washington, D.C., a huge boost for Gauff before the U.S. Open starts on 28 August. The American also becomes the first teenager to win 3 WTA titles in 1 year since Bianca Andreescu in 2019. Still on sports, Spain defeated European champions England 1-0 to become Women's World Cup champions in the final at Stadium Australia in Sydney on Sunday. Captain Olga Carmona fired Spain ahead in the 29th minute of the game, coolly finishing in the right-hand corner after a rapid counter-attack. England's best chance came from Lauren Hemp, who rattled the crossbar with a powerful strike as both teams bid to win the World Cup for the first time. Sweden scored either side of halftime to spoil Australia's party and claim third spot at the World Cup with a 2-0 win in Brisbane on Saturday. In front of a crowd of nearly 50,000 spectators, Sweden took the lead with a 30-minute penalty by Fridolina Raffo and doubled their advantage with a powerful strike from Kasovare Aslani just before the hour mark. Ranked third in the world, this is the fourth time that Sweden have finished third at the tournament. Still on sports and coming down to Africa, Nigerians champions Enyimba FC on Sunday suffered a 4-3 loss to Libyan side Al Ahly Benghazi in the 2023-2024 CAF Champions League preliminary round first leg clash. Left back Imo Obot diverted a cross into his own net to give Al Ahly Benghazi a 2-1 lead 3 minutes before the break. The second half produced more goals with Eze, Ekwotoziam and Murphy Edukwu cancelling Al Ahly Benghazi leads to put the score at 3-3 before a heartbreaking stoppage time winner for the host secured a 4-3 first leg result. The return leg comes up in 7 days at Nest of Champions, Uyo. Nigerians' other representative in the CAF Champions League Remo Stars Sports Club also suffered a 1-0 defeat to Ghanaian side Maidema FC on Sunday afternoon. Bender Insurance of Benin also defeated their Algerian opponent on Saturday. The return leg is on August 27 in Algeria. And that's all on Sports Update. I am Jonah Malik reporting. Back to our caster for more stories.
Thank you, Jonah. Joy Dada has the latest in the world of entertainment.
In Africa, AVOYI is stepping down as the chairperson of the Nigerian Official Selection Committee for the Best International Feature Film category of the Oscars. The former chairperson, who doubles as the founder of the committee, is set to pass the baton of leadership as she moves to other opportunities in life. Chineze's decision comes days after she secured Oscar reapproval of the Nigerian Official Selection Committee, just as Nigeria and the rest of the world prepare for the 96th edition of the Academic Awards holding next year. Under her two-term steadfast leadership, the committee has transformed into a beacon of hope and standard befitting of Nigerian filmmakers aspiring to compete in the IFF category of the Oscars. Chineze extends her heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has supported and contributed to this remarkable journey, acknowledging that her tenure couldn't have achieved the success attained without the support of individuals and organizations within the Nigerian film industry. The new leadership of the Nigerian Official Selection Committee will be announced in due course. Crossing over to Europe, DJ Chris Evans has revealed he has been diagnosed with the skin cancer. The 57-year-old announced this on his Virgin Radio show, urging others to get themselves checked. He told listeners he was tested for the disease after his angel of mercy found a mark on his skin and that it has been caught as early as possible. It comes 8 years after the former BBC Radio 1 and Radio 2 broadcaster was given the all clear following a prostate cancer scar. He added that he had a type of skin cancer called melanoma. He went on to say he has thanked his master D for potentially saving his life, as well as urging listeners to get their selves checked. Most skin cancer are caused by sun damage. People with paler or fair skin are at high risk of damage because they have less of the protective pigment melanin in their skin. People with any skin tone can get skin cancer though. Using sunscreen can reduce your risk. Thanks for joining me. I am Joy Dada reporting for MLC TV.
And that is the size of our package. Do support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Malachi TV. Like and follow our Facebook pages, MLC TV, MLC TV 2, MLC TV Yoruba, and Igberavabe MLC TV. Instagram, MLC TV 2021. Twitter, Malachi TV. And TikTok, Malachite_TV. For your event coverage, appearance on any of our programs, contributions, comments, advert placement, or sponsorship, please call or send SMS to any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join Malachi TV online on weekends to watch our various programs. Saturday 7 p.m. Political Arenas, Sunday 6 p.m. Women's World, and Monday 9 a.m. The Opinion. It is Malachi TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Please be your brother's keeper to build a happier and better society together. I am Jennifer Odimayo. Thanks for watching.